Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to use Metapreter to start a backdoor and to actually get into the backdoor and then to do something really bad. Okay, and so here is my CAD VM, and I set up this CAD VM using the bridged adapter so that this CAD VM can talk to my host Windows 10. And of course, I mean, our server range is already set up over there and you can just use it directly, right? But anyway, I just want to show you how we can use this CAD VM to attack my host computer. Okay, and so here is a procedure. First, we click here, open a terminal, then we get into our Gene server folder, and then we get into the attack folder within the Gene server folder. You can see I have all the attacks. And so we are going to make a new attack. So I'm going to copy this program to a new program. And then I'm going to actually change this program. And so I can just actually come here and open text editor and open that file. So I come to home. This is a Caddy's home folder. Then I go to actually Gene server attack. Here is the newly created file. Great. Okay. And so here we need to find out the target. So our target will be the vulnerable server running on this host computer. So let's run it. And also let's actually find out what is the IP address. And so this one command can actually clean up the screen. And I can use ipconfig to find out the IP address. It's actually this one. Okay, so I need to actually copy it and then I just did a right click and then can copy it. Now I come to here. So you can see here, I need to change the victim IP because I'm going to attack that computer, right? So that's the victim computer. And then, so I know the port is 999 actually 8. And then here, so we are going to actually create a new shell. So this shell code, I mean, this mirror code is going to run on the victim computer. So it's a backdoor. So let's look at how we actually create this backdoor, okay? And here is what we are doing here. And so let me go to my slides. And then my slides actually has all the commands I need. So here is the command I need. So I have to change it a little bit. So I have to change here. So I'm coming to here. Okay, so let me see here. What am I doing here? And we come to here, right? Good. So we open another terminal. We don't need to open another terminal. This one is just okay. But we need to actually change the IP address here. So it's 1.18. So what it means is, okay, we are going to actually create a backdoor, and this backdoor is going to run the remote computer at 192.168.1.18, and its port is 11111. Okay, and so file ones, and so this actually malware, this backdoor, is going to listen on the victim computer. Okay, and so at this port. Okay, so let me do this. Good. Okay, so now let me get back to my file here. So I copy everything here. And so let me also change the command here. We don't need to change it, but for consistency, I just want to actually copy this to here, but really you don't need to do this. So, okay. So I think we are ready. So this one, and you can see here, so this is a victim IP, and as we are deploying this attack to this IP. And so when we deploy the attack, we are going to send our malware code, this one, to the basic computer, the vulnerable server. And then this code will get run. And this code will run on the victim computer. And its backdoor is listening on port 11111, right? 5 ones. So you pay attention. Okay, this port number is different from this one. So this is the actual port number that this malware, this backdoor will run on the big computer. But what we are doing in this code is, you can see here, we have just actually constructed a payload, which includes this malware code. We send everything to the victim computer. The victim computer will run this malware code, which is a backdoor. Okay, so pay attention to the difference. Great. So now let's do it. So here, I'm going to deploy the attack. Let me make sure everything's right here. Okay, and I think everything's right. IP port, this one, good. So let's deploy the attack. So how do we deploy the attack? So we are going to just using Python 3 and run the shell. Okay, so we deploy the attack. And so if we look at here, you can see we actually deploy the attack. The chat server received the collection request, and now basically our malware code is running here. It's listening on the port 11111. Okay, I'm going to start Metasploit, and actually I'm going to collect to that backdoor. Okay, so here is where we are doing. Here is our Metasploit framework. Okay, so I have all the commands here. Okay, and so this one means we are going to use a meterpreter to actually deploy the attack. And the second one means, okay, we actually send this backdoor to the victim computer. So we need to tell Metasploit we are using this payload. Great. And for this one, it's another parameter. We are using a thread to do something. Okay, and for this one, we need to set remote host. It's 192.168.1.18, and send add port to actually 5 ones. Then we exploit, and then let's see if we will be successful. Great, we start a session here, you can see, and then I can show you the content of a remote folder. And also, let me show you a fun thing here. Okay, let me start my slides. Let me have a look at my slides. So I'm going to actually start a web camera. You can see here, I have a web camera on this local host on my personal computer, right? And so this kind of a malware actually can do what? This kind of a malware can actually start a video camera. So now my video camera actually is on, and so we actually opened the camera for the victim. My goodness, think about the security.